The Orlando Magic are off to one of the worst starts in the NBA throughout the 2026 season. It is a very small sample size, but if you watch the games, it's a little alarming how their offense has looked so far, and even their defense as well. This was supposed to be a top 10 defense in the NBA. They've given up a ton of points to the Heat, Hawks, Bulls, and the 76ers. So what is going on, everybody? How is everybody doing today? Yeah, unfortunately, start today is not updated in 2K. It may not be updated for a little bit, so I just forced the wins and losses, and the Magic almost lost to the Miami Heat as well. They could be 0-4 at this point. There's been a lot of discourse around Paolo Banchero. I think some of it is fair criticism. I think some of it is unfair. Yes, to start off the year, Paolo's shot selection wasn't the best. The guy thinks he's Kevin Durant out there, Carmelo Anthony, taking way too many jumpers. And this team obviously made one of the bigger moves in the 2025 offseason when they traded away 4 future first-round picks for Desmond Bane, one of them that could definitely be a top 5 pick in the 2026 NBA draft from the Phoenix Suns. They're getting Jalen Suggs back this year, and I think he's looked fine off a major injury last year. Franz has looked fine at a moment, but at some point, we have to figure out what this offense is best utilized so far, because this team is way too talented to be 1-3 to start off the year, and we may look back at the start and be like, all right, that was a weird start for the Orlando Magic, but they ended up winning 50 games, and I think they're going to still put it all together. But I feel like not a lot of these guys are willing passers or jump shooters like Paolo, Franz, Jalen Suggs, like Anthony Black. These guys can make plays, but none of them are like a true initiator, a true point guard, and this team cannot hit any jump shots right now. The point guard they brought in the offseason, Tyus Jones, has not been good so far. Wendell Carter Jr. has struggled at times and has really not looked like the same player he was in 2024 or 2023. So we're going to try to figure this all out. I've liked the Tristan da Silva minutes. We haven't really seen a ton of Jace Richardson this year. Jed Howard as well. But yeah, we'll see how this team looks. I am recording this before the Pistons game. You guys probably are going to see this on Thursday, I think. So yeah, I don't know the Pistons result. I mean, really sound the alarm if they end up losing that game as well. We blow out the Charlotte Hornets here. I mean, this is an intriguing trade offer from the Sacramento Kings, who have their own issues right now. Anthony Black for Devin Carter and a future first round pick from the Kings, which can always be valuable the way they're building their team. Carter was drafted a year after Anthony Black. I don't hate this idea. I think we revisit that at one point. I mean, the Kings have their own issues. They still kind of need a true point guard, and they're playing Russell Westbrook at the power forward position right now. They're a mess. Yeah, and so far, wow, we just lost to the Spurs. This team is 129, or we just lost to them 129-116. We're like what did that say? 9-13 to start off the year. Paolo's averaging 29 points. Franz is averaging 22 points. Bane is averaging 20 points. The big three is showing up, but this is like the cohesionness. The team defense has been a little bit disappointing. Like Jonathan Isaac is not like unplayable, but I just feel like the bench is not as good as it seems. So I'm going to go like 24 minutes to Anthony Black. We're going to go 16 to Jones. I think I'm going to remove Jonathan Isaac from the rotation. I don't think I'm going to play Jace yet. I don't mind the idea of just running out a ton of bigs. So we're going to go like 15 to Goga. Let's get Mo Wagner in there as well. I mean, would anybody even want Wendell Carter Jr. at this point? Jesus, man. I'm actually going to remove him from the rotation. I can't keep throwing him out there. Let's throw Mo Wagner in as our starting center. It's kind of disappointing because this team, it could be fine. Like I said, this could be completely overreactionary to the start of the season, but you have to, like I said, just be a little disappointed on how this team has started with how expensive their roster is going to be around that top 4. And James Harden wins NBA Cup MVP. We're currently 12-16 right now. We just beat the Denver Nuggets by 1. We beat the Utah Jazz by 11. Paolo had 23 in this one. So we are scoring, I think, a decent amount this year. If we look at points per game, we are 5th in the East in scoring, but the defense, man, I don't know. Is Desmond Bane really hurting the defense this much? All right, so we're here at the trade deadline with a 25-24 record. Yeah, somewhat disappointing here to start off the season. Jalen Suggs, 12 points, 4 rebounds, 4 assists, about 1.5 steals so far this year. I like him more as a shooting guard than I do as a point guard, but the problem is I like Desmond Bane more of a shooting guard than I like him at a point guard. So what positional group are we upgrading at the deadline? I think it's like a bench scorer, and I think I would like to move on from one of these bigs. Now, Anthony Black has 1 more year of team control. I don't think there's a point in trading him right now. That's going to come in the offseason. Tristan da Silva has been better this year, but we do have guys that we can move. So I would like to find a better center than Wendell Carter Jr., but he just has an extension kicking in. I just don't know who's taking on this contract. All right, what I may do, I don't think this is going to work because he might not even waive his no trade clause here. This is kind of risky in a way, but could I call up the Brooklyn Nets and see if I can get Nick Claxton? And could I get Cam Thomas if he's not hurt? Well, Cam Thomas does have, I think, a no trade clause. I don't know. I would throw in Wendell Carter Jr. and I would throw in, like, this is where Anthony Black would make the trade work. Could I throw in Jed Howard? What's the issue here? We'd acquire $8 million more than allowed. I will give you Goga Badatse in this trade as well, and I will ask for Jalen Wilson back. So, of course, there's a financial issue here. So it's a 4 for 4. It's Wendell Carter Jr., Jett Howard, Goga Badatse, Jonathan Isaac for Tyrese Martin, Jalen Wilson, Cam Thomas, and Claxton. I know I need... Wow, Cam Thomas's numbers are insane. I know I need willing passers, but I could also use a scorer off the bench. I think Nick Claxton is a little bit better than Wendell Carter Jr., although he can't really space the floor, but it gives me a trade asset in the offseason. I believe I get Cam Thomas's restricted rights. I mean, let me just offer this to them. I don't think they were going to accept it anyway. It's not the best offer in the world. I mean, it is nice that we do own our first round pick this year. I just don't know who to really trade at the moment. All right, so I'm going to send Goga Badatse and Jett Howard to the Phoenix Suns for Colin Gillespie and Mark Williams. Mark Williams is a restricted free agent at the end of the year, and Goga Badatse is a better defender than Mark Williams for Phoenix. So I may flat out bench Wendell Carter Jr. He's just not going to play a lot towards the end of the year, unless I could trade him for some score that makes sense for both teams. All right, and I'm going to do this trade, I think, with the Chicago Bulls, unless I can get somebody a little bit more intriguing back. Like, I'm not getting Kobe White, and he signed a 4 for 70 extension. That's a really good deal. Could I get Ayo Dosunmu and Tre Jones for Wendell Carter Jr.? I would acquire about $2 million more than allowed. I will throw in a... I don't want to throw in Jace. I don't want to throw in De Silva. Ooh, this is actually going to be tough who I could throw in. Can I re-throw in Gillespie? I can't. Okay. Tyus and Trey on the same team would be fun, but it's not like I really need to do that. So they're actually going to get traded for each other. I'm getting a score in Ayo Dosunmu. I get Tre Jones, who might be better than Tyus Jones and is under contract going forward. Chicago doesn't really have a center on their roster after this year with Nikola Vucevic being a pending free agent. Same with Zach Collins as well, and Wendell Carter Jr. is going to go back to the team that drafted him. So welcome to Orlando here, Tre Jones. And I think getting getting Ayo Dosunmu is a huge pickup. So it's going to be Mo Wagner and Mark Williams as the center rotation for the rest of the year. Hopefully nobody gets hurt, because then we're going to have to get like Colin Castleton minutes. And now we have Ayo Dosunmu as an off-bench scorer. We have Tre Jones, who's a little bit better than Tyus Jones, like I said. And we have our first round pick at the end of the year if this all goes wrong, excuse me. And I'm going to look to extend Ayo Dosunmu as well. We're going to give him about $33 million over 3 years. And Jokic ends up winning MVP this year, putting up 31 points, 14 rebounds, and 9 assists. Cooper Flagg is your rookie of the year for the Dallas Mavericks. Malik Monk is your sixth man of the year for the Sacramento Kings. Wemby Depoy for the Spurs, and Neemias Queta most improved for the Boston Celtics. Jalen Green actually won clutch player of the year as well. We do get one Orlando Magic on All-NBA third team, and that is Paolo Banchero. 26.5 points, 7 rebounds, and 5 assists, 54, 36, 70 splits. And we're not going to get anybody else on any teams there. So the East was so bad, we were able to make it as the 5 seed. We have a Battle of Florida going off in round number 1. This team literally went 42-40, one game better than last year where they were the 8 seed, and we ended up as a 5 seed, not even having to worry about the play-in. I do wonder what this team would look like if they had a potential topic in the draft. We'll figure out where they end up selecting the Phoenix Suns. Were they in the play-in tournament? They were not. So that pick is going to be pretty juicy for the Memphis Grizzlies going forward. Our starting lineup for the playoffs, I think it's going to be Suggs at the 1, Bane at the 2, Franz, Paolo, and then I'm going to go to Mark Williams as long as he's healthy. Mark Williams is healthy for the playoffs. So let's get him in this rotation. He's going to be the center. We're going to have Mo Wagner be the backup. We may actually run a 10-man rotation. Like, I think Tre Jones is going to get about 14 minutes a night, which is pretty good. Anthony Black's going to get around 18 minutes a night as, like, I don't know. Do we really need 2 point guards coming off the bench? Yeah, we'll run this for now. We're going to go about 14 to De Silva. Let's go a decent amount here to Mo Wagner. He can get about 20 minutes a night. We'll go 26 to Mark Williams. I mean, even Paolo could play some backup 5 if needed. So let's go, I don't know. I would like to go like a decent amount more here. Do I completely want to remove Tre Jones from the rotation, who's been good this year? I don't want to remove Anthony Black from the rotation. So maybe I remove De Silva from the rotation, although he's definitely going to be in our plans next year. So let's go 38 to Paolo. Let's go 36 to Franz. Let's go 34 to Bane and 32 to Suggs. All right, so Battle of Florida here in round number 1, taking on the Miami Heat. Davion Mitchell, Tyler Hero, Norman Powell, Bam Adebayo, Kel'el Ware, Andrew Wiggins. A team that is not running many pick and rolls this season. Kind of Spo trying to out a new offense this year with no Jimmy. Holy, what a game 1. In overtime, we win 148-146, a 26-point triple-double for Bam. 42 for Hero, but Paolo drops 38, 12, and 5. Bane drops 30, 16 rebounds from Mark Williams. Matchup number 2, we're going to win this one 127-124. 30 for Franz, 25 for Desmond Bane, 22, 7, and 6 for Paolo. 12 rebounds for Mark Williams, 8 assists for Tre Jones. Game 3, we win this one 133-124. All right, are we meant to be here for the playoffs? Let's see. Can we sweep Miami? No, they end up winning game 5 in overtime. So we've had 2 OT games so far. And, like, Mark Williams, like, good just run and gun guy, like, run and dunk guy, I should say. It's just like he can't space the floor. So if he's not hitting, or Paolo's not hitting threes, we have some non-shooters out there. 1 of 7 from 3, 5 fouls for Paolo. All right, we lose by 2. We almost came back in the fourth quarter there. We outscored them by 23. Damn. All right, game 6. Thank God we don't go to a game 7. We dropped 143 on them. We scored a lot in round 1. We scored 148, 127, 133, 118, 123, and then 143. We're going to be taking on the New York Knicks, who beat the 76ers in 6 in round number 1. Paolo averaged 30, 10, and almost 6 in round 1. Desmond Bane, 25, 6, and 4. Hello. All right, so we're taking on the New York Knicks here in round number 2. A team that hasn't really made too many changes to the roster. They didn't really make anything at the deadline. We're going to lose game 1 by 19. They held us to just 17 points there in the fourth quarter. Franz at 21 in the L. Game number 2 goes to the Orlando Magic. We're going to win 122, 114, 33, 7, and 5 for Paolo, 20 and 8 for Desmond Bane, 3 steals as well. We're going to lose game 3 by 29 points. Damn. Game 4, we're going to lose this one by 6 points. Damn. All right. Are we about to go down in 5 to the Knicks? Yeah, we end up losing in 5. We lose by 17 here. Desmond Bane at 30. So we lose by 19. We lose by 29, 6, and 17. It really wasn't a close series, which is unfortunate. At least Orlando, with this core, got a playoff series victory. So that means we have taken a step forward from the last 2 years where they lost in round 1 in 24 to Cleveland in 7 and lost in round 1 to Boston last year. I believe it was in 5. New York and Cleveland, Dallas and LA in the conference finals, 2-1 versus 2 seed matchups. 2 seed in the West wins, 1 seed in the East wins, and the Knicks are going to beat the Clippers in the NBA Finals in 5. Jalen Brunson winning Finals MVP in the Marcus Morris Bowl. All right, so let's start this offseason off. We are actually going to lose some improvements, unfortunately. So let's go to player retirements. LeBron, Paul, Lowry, Conley, Horford. The expected guys end up retiring. Luke Walton is going, he's retiring. LeBron, CP3, and Russ going to the Hall of Fame. Some of the better passers of this generation. So draft lottery time, we are going to own our first round pick, but we are not going to have it in the lottery. The Hornets win the lottery. Boston, they may end up with AJ DeBanza. Jazz 3, Blazers 4, Wizards 5. The Pelicans have 6. That should be Atlanta. So the Suns got picked 9, or Memphis got picked, or no, which pick? Okay, it's actually 11 that we gave up in the Desmond Bane trade, which isn't really looking that bad. We're going to be selecting at number 17. Solid pick, which we do have some assets to move up. We could think about firing Jamal Mosley. People are already putting him on the hot seat this early into the season. I think I'm going to give him one more shot, though. And here at the pre-draft workouts, we're going to scout out some... I don't even know if we're going to get any centers. Any of these power forwards that can space the floor? Not really. I wouldn't mind like a scoring wing off the bench. Like Tonde Yesufu, if he's there at 17, would be great. Isaiah Evans as a shooter. Isaiah Harwell would be a good ad for this team. Kareem Lopez would be a good ad as well. Even Alex Caravan as a shooter. Braden Burries. So I don't have Braylon Mullins in this draft class. All right, so I scouted out a bunch of wings and guards here. Let's go to the NBA draft, where we could think about making a trade if we wanted to. We're going to trade Franz Wagner for AJ Panson. No, I'm not going to do that. Although, no, I'm not going to do that. All right, so Jonathan Isaac is a name I would love to get off of here on draft night. I probably would have to attach an asset to get off him. I would like to give Noah Penda and Jace Richardson more playing time next year. All right, so I'm actually going to do this trade with the Charlotte Hornets. We're sending them Jonathan Isaac and a second rounder for Grant Williams in a second rounder. Grant Williams may never play for us, but we are going to get off of that Isaac contract a little bit earlier. Charlotte gets a good defender and a backup to Cameron Boozer. So the Celtics take Darren Peterson, which is probably smart not to take AJ DeBanza. They didn't really need another scoring wing. Dash Daniels goes 3 to the Jazz over AJ DeBanza. So, oh my God, the Blazers don't take AJ either. So he's on the clock here at 5. Should I trade up? Oh my God. So Derek White, no way. No way, Boston. I'm like, they don't need AJ. They just traded, I think, Derek White for him. No, they took Chris Sinak. I know that's a positional need. So who's ending up Pelicans all along? Oh my God. AJ DeBanza is going to fall to 7 to the Raptors. What? Do I have to trade up? Do I have to trade up here with the Rockets? Oh man. I mean... this is kind of crazy. This is kind of crazy. We don't really need him, though. That's the issue. So, Bennett Sturts goes there. AJ DeBanza is the Houston Rocket. Oh, my God. AJ, Amen, Şengün, Kevin Durant. That's filthy. How did we let that happen? All right, so I'm going to take Malik Thomas from Arkansas. Definitely a raw prospect right now, but could be a good scoring wing for us one day. And we're going to take his teammate, Billy Richmond, here in the second round from Arkansas. So, we end up with 2 Razorbacks. I still can't believe DeBanza fell that far. Thomas probably not going to crack the rotation next year, but... I don't know. Like, I may trade away Anthony Black this offseason. Mark Williams, I will give the qualifying offer to. I don't think I'm matching any, like, major deal, though. We're going to bring back Mo Wagner as some depth See, like, yeah, Mark Williams, I'll give 12 million a year to. That's fine with me. But yeah, this team is getting fairly expensive. So we're going to be off the Grant Williams contract this year. Anthony Black is a restricted free agent next year. Trey Jones may just fit this team a little bit better. Like, we have so many guards too, because I'd like to play Jace Richardson a decent amount. All right, I'm going to do a risky trade here. It's going to be an expensive one. I would like to tweak this a little bit because I don't want to give up Jace Richardson, but I may trade Anthony Black to Minnesota. We know they need a point guard. I would like to get Naz Reid as our center. Somebody that can space the floor. We lose a little bit of height here, but I think I'm willing to experiment it because I'm still going to bring back Mark Williams just in case this does go wrong. So Grant Williams, Anthony Black for Naz Reid. They're going to say no. I do have some seconds I could throw in this deal. You would want Tristan da Silva. You'd give me Baron J. Also intriguing, but don't want to do that. So it's going to take 2 seconds. Anthony Black is now in Minnesota. This team got more expensive or close to it with now Naz Reid making $23 million a year. We're a little bit over the second apron right now, and I'm going to bring in Mark Williams. So I hope the owners got like Disney money or something, because yeah, this team's about to get expensive. 4 for 49 for Mark Williams. I'm going to renounce the rights on all these guys here. Didn't really create much of a trade exception with the Isaac deal. So Wagner and Williams, welcome back. Could I snag like a third string center here? Luke Cornett already got waived. I'll bring in Zach Collins on a 1-year deal as well. Anybody switch up? Yep, Trae Young is an LA Clipper. Him and James Harden basically got traded for each other. Atlanta re-signs Kristaps. Reeves re-signs with the Lakers. Paolo Banchero's a 92 overall. Franz Wagner's an 88 overall. Naz Reid goes down to an 80, unfortunately. But we do get some other guys to go up a little bit. Yeah, we're going to experiment Naz Reid at the starting center spot. This could be a disaster. We'll see. But it should allow the paint to be opened up a little bit more for Paolo Banchero and Franz Wagner. In a perfect world, Wendell Carter Jr. is a good rim protector and can space the floor at a high level. All right, so let's look here as our contract extensions going into the season. We got none. I may have to cut somebody. Now we're good to go to the 2027 season. We did win our first playoff series last year, so let's see if we can kind of fix this team right now. We'll go with Suggs and Bane as the starting 5. Naz Reid is going to start over Mark Williams. We're going to go like 22, 26, something like that. Let's go 35 to Paolo and Franz. Let's go 32 to Bane, 32 to Suggs. And off the bench, like we have Ayo Dosunmu is kind of like a wing. He's going to get 18. We're going to go 15 to Da Silva. We're going to go 12 to Jones. And I'd like to go the remaining 12 to Jace Richardson. So right now, like, Mark Williams is the backup center. Naz Reid is the starting center. We're going to start off the season 1-2. The one team I thought we would lose to, we win, and then vice versa on the other ones. All right, well, that's just horrible. Paolo Banchero breaks his right leg. He's out 6 to 8 weeks. Okay, I mean, that feels like a short return for a broken leg. I mean, it could just be like his tibia or fibia, something like that. So we're going to go a little bit more to Naz, who is struggling. I got to check his shot tendency. We're going to get, what's his name, Mo Wagner into the rotation. He's going to get like 20 minutes a night. And the remaining 7, I may distribute to some of these guys. So let's go like 17 to Jones. And let's go 17 to Da Silva. What is Naz Reid's shot tendency at? Is it like weirdly low? It's at a 70. That's not too bad. I mean, we have a lot of like score first guys on this team, and maybe that's the issue right now. I'm not sure. We are 11-6 to start off the year. Evan Mobley wins NBA Cup MVP this year, averaging 18 and 10. And we just got blown out by the Philadelphia 76ers. Yeah, we gave up 158 points in that game. So let's just see kind of the scoring throughout the season. Paolo Banchero, 24.5 points. Franz, 19. Bane, 19. Reid's about 14 points, 5.5 rebounds. Mo Wagner's averaging about 12 points right now as well. Jace Richardson, unfortunately, has been struggling, but we may need Jace to do a little bit more. Trey Jones, unfortunately, tears his left MCL. He's out 2 to 4 months. Yeah, that's not great. So he's not going to play any longer. Let's go about 15 to Richardson. Do we see? Okay, so Paolo is back. That is very good. Let's get him in the rotation for Naz Reid right there. We're not going to play Mo Wagner anymore. Let's go about 35 minutes to these guys. Maybe we're going to have Naz Reid come off the bench. Again, I would like to maybe get Noah Penda involved as well. He'll get like 8 minutes a night. And then let's go just maybe 20 or so a night to Naz Reid. We are 22-14. We just beat the Nuggets by 13. Franz had a good game here. All right, so we're here at the trade deadline. We are 30-21 right now. Looking at our player stats, Paolo Banchero, 23.5 points. Bane, 19. Franz, 19. Naz, 14.5. Jalen Suggs, 13.5. This team is really talented, but I think it's the same thing we had going into the year. Does it work? Right? Like, everybody's talented individually, but is it working as a team? And to be honest with you, I made a lot of moves in the offseason, right? I acquired Naz Reid. I acquired, well, last year, Dosunmu. We drafted, like, Malik Thomas. We have Trey Jones, who will be back at some point this year. I don't think I'm going to make any trades at the deadline. I don't think there's a need to right now. The only person that we could lose this year is Zach Collins. Everybody is under team contract for next year. This is a very expensive team. If there was a second apron in this, we would be paying a hefty tax bill. Luckily, there isn't. So let's see how this team performs in the second half. Hopefully, nobody gets injured. I do think if somebody did get injured, though, we have the depth to be just fine. And let's see if we can maybe be a top seed in the East. We are 34-22 right now. And looking here, we have a 4.3 point differential, still 5th. We are the best offensive team in the East, but we are about middle of the pack defensively. Hey, better than last year. All right, so I just lost Naz Reid and Paolo Banchero in the final week of the NBA season, so we are going to definitely lack some guys for our unfortunate playoff run at this point. So that is brutal. Did we get anybody on an All-NBA team? No, we did not. Damn, AD's out for the year as well if they ended up making the playoffs, but we didn't get anybody on the all defensive teams either. We finished as the 4 seed. We were in this 4-5 matchup last year with the Miami Heat. We won 42 games last year. We won 51 this year, so we go 51-31. We finished with the 4th best point differential here in the Eastern Conference. We're taking on Atlanta in round number 1, a team 2K is a big fan of. We're going to be without Paolo for the first 3 or so games here of round number 1. We're going to be without Naz Reid probably throughout the whole round 1 in general. Reid shot the ball pretty well this year. 37% from 3, 81% from the free throw line, 50% from the field. Mark Williams averaged around 10 points and 8 rebounds this year as well. There's Jalen Suggs, 13, 4, and 4. Desmond Bane about 20 points, 49, 30, or 49, or 43, I can't speak, 85 split. So let's see how we're going to look. They want to go, I mean, it sucks because Naz Reid would have been the 4. I think we're going to go a little bit with a smaller lineup out there. Dosunmu at the 3. He did not shoot the ball well this year. All right, it's going to be Dosunmu as the 6th man. Mo Wagner is going to get about 20 minutes tonight. We'll go 28 to Mark Williams. We're going to go 39 to Franz, 25 to Tristan da Silva. We're going to not run a 10-man rotation right now. So these guys are hurt. Trey Jones, backup guard. He'll get 11 minutes. Jace will get like 14 minutes, sure. And then we're going to go a little bit more to Bane, 37, 36 to Suggs, and we'll go a little bit more to Ayo and Tristan da Silva. So we're taking on Atlanta. They did that James Harden, Trae Young swap. You got Vucevic out there, Vic Krejci out there. Let's see how this goes. Game number 1, we are going to win this one 123-117. Desmond Bane at 33. Franz at 27, 7, and 13 in this one as well. Game number 2, going to go to the Atlanta Hawks, 135-111. 31 for Franz Wagner, 31 for Zachary Sachet. We're going to win game number 3, 124-120, 34-14 for Franz Wagner, 29 for Desmond Bane. Game 4, Atlanta wins this one by 1. So we're going back and forth right now. Huge game number 5. Can we win this one? We unfortunately lose it 126-107. So we're down 3-2, backs against the wall. Can we win this game on the road and hopefully force a game 7? We did win a playoff round last year. We didn't get Paolo or Naz back. So this is encouraging. I was going to say that we could maybe win without those guys, but we have been outscored by 8 here in the 4th quarter. All right, so let's get Jalen Suggs the ball right now, and let's see what we can do. Let's come up here, set a screen for me, Mo Wagner. I don't know if I really like this lineup out there. Suggs gets downhill, no free throw, but he's going to complete the layup. We're all tied up at 114 apiece. And Kevin Huerter is going to knock down a 3. Kevin Huerter back in Atlanta. Does feel right in a way. That would be a fun addition for them in the 2026 offseason. All right, I would have liked to score fairly quickly here, but can we get Desmond Bane an open 3? We cannot. He is guarded by Dyson Daniels. Desmond Bane getting downhill. Let's just go for the quick 2. Oh my God, and he missed it. Are you kidding me? How did you miss that, Desmond? Oh my God, that's our season right there. All right, so we're going to have to go to Desmond Bane, right? Oh, Mark Williams with a good screen. Desmond Bane, get behind the 3-point line. Oh my God, and you're doing a step back. What the hell are you doing? All right, he knocks it down anyway. What the okay. All right, we're going to have to foul really quickly. I would have liked for Dyson Daniels to take these. Oh my God, Jalen Suggs fouled out. All right, I guess at least it's not Desmond Bane fouling out because he's the only guy I got here. So we'll put in Jace Richardson, but I kind of just want to throw in my 3-point lineup anyway. And Harden actually missed one. Holy, okay. Hold your horses, everybody. We have a chance to send this to overtime. Harden's going to go 1 of 2 here. You know we're going to run a play for Desmond Bane. We have no timeouts. Can Desmond Bane get off the screen? 7. I should have enough time. Please, Desmond. 4. Desmond, run. What the are you doing? All right, he actually got a good look. That's off. That was, oh my God, man. He's taking his sweet old time. He gets a great look, and of course it goes in and out. and our season is over. Damn, we got some Magic fans there. Pretty upset. And yeah, we've unfortunately been eliminated. All right, so let's see how far the Atlanta Hawks go. Are they going to go far with James Harden? They are going to actually go to the NBA Finals. They beat, wow, shout out to Reese Hachey, the Heat in 6, the Knicks in 7, but they're going to lose to the Minnesota Timberwolves in 5. Anthony Edwards drops 46 and 4 and is your Finals MVP. All right, well, this is not fun right now. I don't know. I'm just shocked we haven't made it to a conference finals. Now, it sucked that Naz Reid and Paolo Banchero were hurt in that round, and we almost lost. We could have won that game 6. And we are not going to own our first round pick. That's going to go to the Memphis Grizzlies, I believe, or the Portland Trailblazers. Let's see. Our pick is going to go, I can't find it, at 24 there. Don't we have to give them our first round pick? I'm kind of confused. I thought I did. Maybe it's later on. Maybe I wasn't supposed to get my 2026 first. I just wish 2K had this properly done. No, I think Orlando does get a first, but it's just like the end of a swap. I don't know. It's that whole like Desmond Bane, Phoenix, all that stuff is so confusing right now. So we're on the night here of the NBA draft. We're going to try to do a Mark Williams and Ayo Dosunmu trade for Miles Turner. Miles Turner can space the floor in some ways. He's a better rim protector than Wendell Carter Jr. and Mark Williams, and the Bucks are going to agree to that. So it does suck that we have to part ways with Ayo Dosunmu in that one, but now Naz Reid is going to be like that pseudo 6-man for us. That could be a small ball 5. We own the 24th overall pick in this draft. I could take Anthony Thompson from Auburn. I could take Elijah Arenas, another guard. Let's do that. Why not? I like to take players that I know here. So rookie signings, we're going to sign Arenas. The Rockets had number 1. So they get Brandon McCoy this year. And they got AJ DeBanza last year. Mika Murnin goes to the Boston Celtics there at 3. Taj Ariza to Philadelphia at 6. We're going to pick up the team options on Richardson, De Silva, not Trey Jones. I'll do it on Noah Penda and Billy Richmond. Trey Jones we could definitely get back for a cheaper price. In free agency, in my opinion. Do we have any free agents? Trey Jones, yeah, let's get him back on the minimum. Let's do just that. And I'm also going to sign Dillon Brooks to a 2-year deal worth about $10 million. Anybody switch up here at the top? Giannis goes to Golden State, okay? Paolo Banchero, 93 overall. Jalen Suggs, 84 overall. Jace Richardson, 81 overall. A little bit of regression to Reed and Brooks right here. And then we could, like, re-sign Bane before the season starts. Yeah, I'd rather pay Bane $8 million than $40 million. All right, so let's see this lineup for the 2028 season. We're going to have Suggs, Bane, Franz, Paolo, and Miles Turner in that starting 5. We're going to have Jace come off the bench. He's going to get like 18 minutes a night. Need him to step up this year with us trading away I would assume. We're going to go 26 to Naz Reid, 18 to Brooks. No, we're going to go 14 to Brooks and De Silva. Like Trey Jones might just be a depth piece for us this year. Let's go 32 to Suggs and Bane. Let's go 35 to Paolo and Franz. Let's go 31 to Miles Turner. We can do 33 to these guys, and we'll do 1 more minute to Tristan De Silva. System proficiency, 4.5-star balanced. Yeah, if we can't get to the conference finals this year, I may have to let go of Jamal Mosley, or I may actually have to think about a Desmond Bane, Franz Wagner, Jalen Suggs trade. I'd like to keep Paolo. And there goes Desmond Bane for 4 to 6 months. God damn it. All right. I think we're going to throw in Jace Richardson as the starting shooting guard, and then we're going to get Trey Jones into the rotation, maybe a little bit of Malik Thomas. And Wemby, only averaging 19 points per game this year, does get NBA Cup MVP. All right, and we are here at the trade deadline, and holy shit, January kicked our ass. We lose December 29th, and then we lose January 7th, 9th, 10th, 12th, 17th, 19th, 21st, 24th, 26th, 29th, and then just for good measure, we lose February 1st. Yeah, this has been a disaster of a season. Bane got hurt 7 games in. Franz is shooting 38 from 3, and Paolo is shooting 42% from 3. But can these guys coexist? I don't know. Miles Turner has shot the ball well. Naz Reid has shot the ball well. Jalen Suggs has shot the ball well. Jace Richardson, you guessed it, has shot the ball well. Why does this team suck? Why? Points per game, we are number 2 in the East. Our defense is 4th worst, which I don't really agree with. And if we look at our point differential in the Eastern Conference, like, so we are currently the 10th seed. We have a positive point differential. It's number 9. Like, I feel like we're so much better than this. How much longer is Desmond Bane out for? 6 to 8 more weeks, which is unfortunate. But I'm not going to make any trades. I'm going to live with this team, and I may have to fire Jamal Mosley. All right, so Miles Turner, I'm going to give a 2-year extension worth about $13 million. He could be a free agent at the end of the year. Naz Reid, not going to re-sign just yet. So this team, turning it around a little bit. We are 31 and 30. now, 31-31. And nice, Tristan da Silva going into the playoffs, breaks his left kneecap. He is out for the playoffs. Well, I don't even know if we're going to play meaningful playoff games. We're 38-39. We're actually going to go under 500 with this team. So we've been going backwards. What are we doing? Cade Cunningham wins MVP. Jackson Richardson, Rookie of the Year. Jalen Hood-Schifino, Sixth Man. Wemby Depoy. Most improved is Kobe Buffkin. John Morant, Clutch Player of the Year. Mitch Johnson, Coach of the Year. And Austin Newsome is your Executive of the Year. Cade, Jokic, Wemby, Giannis, and Luka, all NBA first team. Flag, Paolo, second team. Okay, there we go. Anthony Edwards, John Morant, Halliburton. We're not going to get an Orlando Magic anywhere else on here, it looks like. So we ended the season as the 8th seed. We do not own our first round pick this year. I think that ends up going to Portland in the Hudson Yang trade down. Bane only played 18 games this year, which is really brutal, but he is healthy for the playoffs. All right, so season's on the line. Dylan Brooks was actually not too bad this year. He's going to get 15 minutes a night. Trey Jones, I am not going to play. I don't know if I should go double big here, but we did lose to Silva. How is Malik Thomas? Let's just see what the kid can do. Let's give him 10 minutes a night here. We'll go 22 to Reed. We'll go 25 to Jace Richardson, 30 to Miles Turner, 38 to Paolo, 36 to Franz, and the remaining 3, let's go to Desmond Bane and Jalen Suggs. First leg of the play-in, we're taking on the Charlotte Hornets. They are not a cakewalk anymore. They have LaMelo Ball. I think they re-signed Brandon Miller. And we are down, but we take a lead here in the third quarter. Forget that these teams are division rivals. And let's see what happens here. We are down by 5 in the fourth. Can we go on a run? We are tied 111. We do go on a run. Paolo's got 34 and 13. And we are going to win this one 125-121. And we're entering the playoffs as a 7th seed. And we're taking on the Chicago Bulls. Okay, I want to say this is a winnable series. Like, this is a fine team. It's actually, like, Jalen Hood-Schifino's their 6th. We should win. We should win. Game 1. We're going to win this one, 133-117, 33 for Franz Wagner, 22-5-6 for Paolo, 13-6 for Miles Turner. Game 2 goes to the Chicago Bulls, 113-104. Okay, that's unfortunate. 2 of 7 for Dylan Brooks. Who shot 0 of 7 in this game? Jace Richardson. Come on, Jace, you need to be better. Game 3, we're going to lose this one, 133-123, 32-9 for Tonde Yesufu. Game 4, Jalen Suggs breaks his ribs, so Jace Richardson will be the starting point guard now. We're probably going to get maybe Malik Thomas a little bit more playing time. We're going to get Trey Jones in there. He's going to play like 15 minutes a night. I got 8 minutes I got to scatter here. Let's go 28 to Naz Reid, 32 to Miles Turner. Game 4, we go down 3-1. We lose by 11 in overtime. Jeez. 7 of 24 for Desmond Bane. Game 5, excuse me. We stay alive, 125-107. Franz had a good game. Game 6, we're going to win this one. 130-126, 41-11 for Paolo Banchero, 32-8-7 for Franz Wagner. Game 7, on the road. Can we come back down 3-1 and go to round number 2? Not a good first quarter. Good second quarter. Good enough third quarter. Can we hold on? We are going to complete the 3-1 comeback. We beat the Chicago Bulls. Jamal Mosley may have just saved his job. We'll see. Wow, 25 for Paolo and Franz in that series. They stepped up. And we're taking on the Detroit Pistons here. They may have the best player in this series. Cade shot 5% from 3 in round number 1. Game number 1 goes to the Detroit Pistons. 101-81 here. 27-13 for Paolo. Game 2, we're going to win this one. 132-110. All right. We are 3 games away from the conference finals. We are 2 games away from the conference finals. Bane and Paolo combined for 48. I actually really like Emmanuel Quigley in Detroit. How close this... Okay, Suggs is day-to-day now. That's good. We are going to have Franz day-to-day now. Great. But we win game 4. Even with Suggs not coming back. Even with Franz banged up. And Suggs is back here for game number 5. And I'm only going to play Suggs like 25 minutes a night right now. I think we're going to ease him back into the swing of things. Or we'll give him 26 minutes a night. Don't blow a 3-1 lead. Okay, you lose game 5. Jesus. By 20. Game 6. Please win this one. Thank God. We are in the conference finals. We end up beating them 133-130. Franz knocks down 12 free throws. And we are here taking on the Atlanta Hawks. Did they beat us last year? I think so. They're starting Chucky Hepburn at the 1. Did James Harden retire or is he hurt? He retired. Game 1. We're going to win this game. 152-124. Paolo at 39-10. Wow. We were 23-27 at the deadline. And this team is having a miraculous comeback. We're 3 games away from the finals. But we have lost 2 unanswered. Zachary Sachet is like prime LeBron James right now. And we go down 3-1. So we came back down 3-1 against the Bulls. Like, we're a 7 seed at the end of the day. Can we complete the comeback? No, we end up losing in 5 to Atlanta. That's the second straight year now they have knocked us out. And it stinks when it's like your division rival. Hawks going to win the finals after losing it last year. And Jalen Johnson is your finals MVP. All right, so let's start off this offseason. Hey, we did make it to the conference finals. Jimmy retires, Beal retires, Hardaway Jr. retires, Schroeder, Clay, Dame. A lot of notable retirements right there. Jordan Ott retires, okay. Our assistant head coach and Joe Pruney retires. Dame, not Jimmy or Clay, goes to the Hall of Fame. I think we are going to go in a different direction with our head coach. I mean, the Knicks made it to the conference finals and still fired Tibbs. So we do not own our first round pick. That is going to go to the Blazers at 15. So, hey, if it's not going to be a lottery pick, it's the best possible one out there. Heat got number 1, Nets got 2, Blazers got number 3. So Blazers have 3 and 15. We're going to fire Jamal Mosley in the last year of his contract. I'm going to offer Nick Nurse a deal. We're going to offer Ty Lue a deal. We're going to offer Chris Finch a deal, who we should get if I don't get those other guys. Maybe we snag Quinn Snyder. He leaves, pulls like a Craig Counsell, and I think that's going to be it. I'm not signing Brian Keefe. So the only one I got was Chris Finch. It's the only one I'm going to sign then. All right, so what moves do I want to make here on the night of the NBA draft? Do I think about trading away Desmond Bane? All right, and I'm going to make this trade. We're going to send... I think I want Maxey, but is Maxey the passer that I want? Because I want to put Suggs back to the 2. And yeah, I just don't think Desmond Bane is like I need somebody that can play the point, like can pass and can shoot. Like Maxey can be that guy. It's just not a lot of point guards out there that are like that, right? Like who could I get that can shoot? Like Josh Giddey can't really shoot the ball. Garland is a good option, but he's a pending free agent right now. Trae Young was always a good option. He's in Los Angeles. I mean, we could try to get Trae Young, which is kind of fitting because we can't beat the Hawks. So do we get the guy they let walk? Could I offer you Desmond Bane, Dylan Brooks? I might not even have to offer Elijah Arenas or this draft pick. Could we do Bane and Brooks for Trae Young? No. I'll give you that 2032 first. We are mortgaging the future. No. Okay, maybe I do have to give up all these guys. So let's do Elijah Arenas. Yeah. All right, Trae Young, welcome to Orlando. We're going to bump Suggs back to the 2. All right, so we got 2 second rounders, Brevin Washington, a 6'6" forward out of New Mexico, and Greg Pollard, a 6'9" center out of Colorado. We're going to pick up Penda's option, Thomas, and Jace Richardson. As hopefully Chris Finch can put us over the hump. We are going to give Tristan Da Silva the qualifying offer, not Billy Richmond. Mo Wagner, your brother's on the team. Welcome back on a 1-year deal. Trey Jones, welcome back on a 1-year deal. Honestly, Da Silva, I'm going to give you a 3-year deal worth around $10 million. Maybe like that Miles McBride contract the Knicks gave him a couple years ago. All right, we're going to sign some veterans. Welcome back to the Orlando Magic, Caleb Houston. Welcome Isaiah Joe. And welcome Obi Toppin. And welcome Scottie Pippen Jr. So I guess Billy Richmond comes back on the QO. A lot of regression here, which isn't the best in the world. Don't love to see all of that. Paulo, still in the 90s. I do have to cut 4 players before the season starts, so let's see who I want to cut. Probably Billy Richmond. Let's cut, probably should cut Pollard, my second rounder. I might actually have to cut Mo Wagner, unfortunately. Do I have to cut him? Or it's Brevin Washington. It might be Caleb Houston I'm going to cut. And I should probably cut either Jones or Pippen. I'm going to cut Scottie Pippen. And I accidentally pressed where they can auto-cut the last person because I was one short. If I had to guess, they cut one of my second rounders, either Pollard or... Did they cut Pollard? They cut Pollard. That's fine. That's probably who I was going to end up cutting anyway. So it's going to be Trae Young, Jalen Suggs, Franz Wagner, Paolo Banchero, Miles Turner, Naz Reid coming off the bench, Jace Richardson coming off the bench. We have plenty of depth now on this team. Hopefully we can go one round further this season. All right, so Kobe White just won NBA Cup MVP. We are getting off to our best start yet. We are 21-5. All right, so we are approaching the trade deadline. We have been a top seed in the Eastern Conference for most of the season. We did lose Jalen Suggs for a little bit. He will be back in 8 to 10 weeks with a hamstring injury. Franz has been dealing with a back injury all year, but he's going to be fully healthy in 1 to 2 weeks. And Miles Turner also dealing with a back injury, but he should be fine soon. So hey, with all these major injuries right now, we are the 2 seed in the East, 5.5 games back in Chicago. They're kind of amazing right now. If we look at our stats throughout the season, Paolo's averaging 24, Trey's averaging 24 and 7. Franz's numbers have gone down a little bit, but he's also playing injured. A part of me doesn't really want to make any trades this year. I like the team that we built. Do I want to extend anybody? I mean, like, these guys are all under control for the next 2 years. We have such an expensive team. Like, Suggs' next contract is still pretty large. I don't think I'm going to make any moves. All right, so Cade Cunningham is your MVP right now. 32 points, 8 assists, 6 rebounds. Love that he's in the Eastern Conference. Stephon Castle, 6th man of the year. Chet Holmgren, Depoy. Braden Burries is your most improved. Trey Johnson is your clutch player of the year. He averaged 28 for the Washington Wizards this year. Cade Cunningham has a broken left toe right now. Scoot Henderson, all NBA first team. So yeah, Cade with the broken toe is still all NBA first team. Luka's in Sacramento. He always ends up in Sacramento, man. So Zion is in Minnesota, I guess with Ant. Paolo maybe had the best year of his career, 26-9-5, 57-42 splits, all NBA second team. That's not even good enough for first team. But Trae Young, 23-7, 50-41-84 splits, all NBA third team. Probably not going to get anybody throughout the rest of this. We still didn't end up as the 1 seed, though. That is going to be the Chicago Bulls, who ended up winning 64 games this year, most in the NBA. We tied with the Spurs and the Mavericks for the second best record in the NBA. All right, Paolo led the team in scoring, followed by Trae, Franz, Reed, Jace. Everybody is healthy, ready to go. So let's go with Trae, Suggs, Franz, Paolo. I want to go with Miles Turner, just kind of like a more of a traditional guy. I mean, we're just going to go 24 to Turner and Reed. Let's go 20 to Jace. Obi was pretty good, so I'm probably going to play him over Tristan DeSilva, and Malik Thomas was good as well. So I'm going to go 15 to these guys and not play like a Jones or... Did Isaiah Joe get some runtime? He did this year. He's a pretty good shooter. So if somebody gets hurt, we're fine. They want to go 40 to Paolo. Seems like a lot, but let's go 35 to Franz, and we'll go 32 to Suggs. We're taking on the MVP in round number 1, who is banged up. Oh, wow. You better win every single game that Cade is hurt. Okay, you win game 1, 132-104. Good game by Trae. They have Randall and Quickly on this team. You're going to win game 2. Trae had a good game here. Cade is not back yet. Okay, good. Win every single game that he's hurt. All right, good. We won game 3. All right, we're 3-0. If Cade even comes back and helps them win, whatever. Cade actually missed the whole series. Damn. Trae had 38, knocked down 7 threes, and we move on to take on the Miami Heat, who beat Washington in 7. Kasparis had 22 and 10 in this one. And then you have Chicago and Charlotte at the top part of the bracket. So Trae had 29 and 8 in that round. Kind of insane. Can we win the Battle of Florida? We win game 1 by 20. We beat them in the playoffs 3 years ago now, which is kind of crazy. We win by 1 in game 2. All right, can we win game 3? The boys are 3-0, 146-112. 5 stocks for Paolo in this game. Don't blow a 3-0 lead, and we sweep them. We are 8-0 going to the conference finals. The Bulls just got swept by Charlotte. I don't know if I should be happy or a little scared, but Paolo's a beast. They're the 5 seed. They have LaMelo, Khan, Kareem Lopez, Tijan Salon, Cameron Boozer. Okay, that's a good team. That's a good team. Game 1, they could beat me. No, we win by 1. All right, so we are playing another Southeast Division team. We're going to lose our first game here in the conference finals by 13. Don't lose game 3, please. God damn it, you guys lost game 3 by 10. I don't think I want to make any adjustments. Suggs gets hurt. He has a pinched nerve in his back. He's playing through throughout the rest of the season. We do win game 4. I mean, Suggs, 14 points here. That's brutal for my top defender. We're going to win the next 2 after going down 2-1. Naj, Trae Young, Paolo, and Franz combined for, what is that, 93 points. Game 6, bang, we win 3 unanswered. The number 1 overall pick in the 22 draft and the number 1 overall pick in the 23 draft are your conference finals MVP. So we're taking on the San Antonio Spurs here in the NBA Finals. Paolo and Franz combined for over 50 points in round number 3. Taking on San Antonio. Fox, Harper, Vassell, Keldon, Wemby with Castle, Hugo, JT Toppin, Jordan Walsh off the bench. We're going to win game 1, 128-116, 33 from Paolo. Game 2, we win this one, 144-138. Oh no. Okay, Paolo, thank God he just fouled out. I saw 16 minutes and I got scared he got hurt. They do win game 3, so every home team has won so far. Don't let them tie it up. Okay, we go up 3-1, 128-114. Can we win the NBA Finals? We do lose game 5. Don't lose game 6. Don't go to a game 7. Trae Young, I need you to lock in. Paolo, I need you to lock in. Find enough first quarter. Find enough second quarter. Third quarter was pretty gross. I can't lie. We're down by 4. We're up by 2. We're up by 1. We are down by 3. Down by... we're going to lose this one. Okay. So we are on the verge of blowing a 3-1 lead. This is not fun. Game number 7. Don't lose this one at home, please. First quarter, not good. Second quarter, not good. Third quarter, not good. We're down by 9. Please have some fight left. Oh my God, you guys blow a 3-1 lead. You guys suck. Oh my God, Chris Finch, Trae Young. We really blew a 3-1 lead. Are you kidding me? 33 from Trae, 21, 8, 9, and 4 from Paolo, and the San Antonio Spurs win in 7. Wemby is your finals MVP. Oh, pain. All right, so yeah, it's a whole new day for me. Unfortunately, that was pretty unfortunate that we ended up blowing, what was it, a 3-1 lead in the NBA Finals. Kawhi Leonard is retiring. Draymond and Kawhi are getting their jerseys retired. I don't know if Kawhi would get his jersey retired by the Clippers unless he got them in NBA Finals. So we own Memphis's 9th pick here. That doesn't seem true. Yeah, it's going to be a swap there. Memphis has 9. We are going to have the other end of the swap, which is 28. That is maybe the last asset from the Desmond Bane trade in the 2029 draft. There might be like a 2030 first rounder in that deal as well. I don't think I own my 2030 first rounder. I may have traded that away, but yeah, right now we don't own that. So looking at the roster, I mean, I don't really want to change too much. I feel like Trae Young was a great addition last offseason. Maybe we will just win it this year. I'm going to snag Derek Tavares, a point guard here out of George Washington. So the number 1 overall pick, Gordon Ellis, looked really good. We had some high-end second rounders, or that is actually just a complete lie. I thought I took this guy at like 32, but it was at 58. I took Jimmy Longley. He's a 6'11 small forward, so that intrigued me, out of Michigan State. Naz Reid opts in. Going to pick up the team option on Malik Thomas. I'm actually going to decline that on Brevin Washington. Devin Booker opted out to be a free agent. I would like to bring back Jason Richardson for the 2030 season. We do have Noah Penda that's a free agent. Like, I'll bring back Trey Jones and Mo Wagner for some veteran minimums. I mean, yeah, Noah Penda really hasn't played much for us, but I'll give him a deal. So going into next year, like, what do I want? Like, I'm fine with Miles Turner and Naz Reid unless I try to trade those guys. I don't really think I'm going to get much out there, although I am kind of scared that Miles Turner may regress. So Jason Richardson not going to get a deal to start off free agency. Anybody leave their team? Oh, Devin Booker left the Suns to go sign with the LA Clippers. All right, so I'm signing some sweet veteran minimums, or at least trying to. I get Emmanuel Quickley. I get Lou Dort. Damn it, I don't get Nick Claxton. He goes to the Thunder. I should have probably given him a little bit more money. So I'm going to try to sign Jalen Williams here to a 2-year deal. That means I can't really sign, what's his name, Derek White anymore. So let's give Jason Richardson a 4-year deal worth 56 to come back. So our center rotation right now, Reed, Turner, J. Will, Mo Wagner. We have Banchero and Toppin. We have all these wings. I mean, these guys are probably cut candidates right now. Penda and Longley going into the year. Maybe Trey Jones as well if I have to cut 3 players. This is a good roster. Please get me over the hump this year. All right, so let's just lock up the core. 4-year extension for Franz Wagner. 3-year extension for Paolo Banchero. 4-year extension for Trae Young. 3-year extension for Jalen Suggs. We'll do a 1-year extension for Miles Turner, which I think gives him a no-trade clause. And we'll do a 2-year extension for Naz Reid. Yeah, I'm hoping this is the last year of the deal and I don't have to worry about these contracts. So, unfortunately, I do have to cut 3 guys. Penda's going to be one, unfortunately. Longley's going to be the other. And the third one is going to end up being Trey Jones here, since we do have Jace Richardson. I signed, what was it, Emmanuel Quickley. All right, so we are going to run out the same lineup of Trey, Suggs, Franz, Paolo, and then Miles Turner at the 5, but he's going to play a very similar amount to Naz Reid. And let's hope this team can go back-to-back in terms of winning the Eastern Conference, but this time win it all. Not the best start. Shout out to Tower Hero on the Washington Wizards, who got NBA Cup MVP. And unfortunately, leading up to the trade deadline, I was going to think about trading away Miles Turner, and he tears his meniscus. His regular season may be cooked. We are 36-13. This would be a good time for a check-in. We are the top of the Eastern Conference. We have doubled almost these point differentials behind us in Chicago and Indiana. Phoenix is at the top of the Western Conference right now. 26 points per game for Paolo, 23 for Trae Young, 19 for Franz. We're going to have Naz Reid now as a starter, but I don't know, man. Like, we're good. We're the best team in the NBA, but I'm just worried based off what happened last year. All right, maybe this messes up the spacing, but I'm actually going to be pretty aggressive here. Naz Reid has been here for 4 years. He's been a really good scorer for this team, but I'm going to trade him, Malik Thomas, and a second rounder for Time Lord and Walker Kessler. So Walker Kessler is going to complete the starting 5. It's going to be Kessler. It's going to be Paolo, Franz, Suggs, and Trae Young. Just hopefully nobody gets hurt. Miles Turner's a really good backup center when he eventually gets back, 2 to 4 months. But I like Jay Will as a backup center right now, so I think we're fine right there. We have Tristan Da Silva as like a wing piece now that we traded away Malik Thomas. Emmanuel Quickley. He's played a little bit this year. We have Lou Dort as well, who could play the 3. Oh my God. Paolo Banchero dislocated his patella. He's out for the year. Oh my God. We just won 63 games. We could win like 65 games. We are the 1 seed. No doubt about it. I mean, like, this is a really good team. How long is Miles Turner out for? 6 to 8 more weeks. So he's out probably the first 2 rounds at the minimum. I don't know who's starting at the power forward spot for us. Like, Naz Reid would have, but Naz Reid was also starting at center. Like, I may have to play Franz at the 4. I mean, he is 6'10". He's been a shaky 3-point shooter this year. And we may start like Da Silva at the 3 or Lou Dort at the 3. I'm going to change Lou Dort's position, but God damn it, I can never have any nice things. So if I move Dort to a small forward, he actually goes up in overall, which is good. He's probably going to start for us at the 3. I mean, Suggs and Dort on the perimeter with Franz, with Kessler. Oh my God, he won MVP. I was going to say them helping out Trey, but Paolo wins MVP, but he dislocates his patella. Oh my God, that is insane. That is insane. All right, Chris Finch and this team goes 64-18. That is brutal. Paolo, best player in the NBA, and he has a season-ending injury. That just flat out sucks, man. We are going to be the 1 seed. We're taking on the Washington Wizards here in round number 1. Tower Hero, Jaleel Bethea, Sarg, this Gordon Ellis guy. They have Derek Queen on this team. Luigi Suggs, Noah Clowney is there as well. We ended up with a 16.3 point differential. Best in the Eastern Conference. Best in the NBA. Franz Wagner is going to have to step up. Trae Young is going to have to step up. Jace Richardson is going to be probably playing a little bit more as a 6th man. So we're going to go Franz at the 4, Dort at the 3. Obi is going to play, how was he this year? He was fine. He's going to play 18 minutes a night. Jay Will is going to play about 16 because I'm going to go 32 to Kessler. I want to start Suggs over Jace. So let's go 32 to Suggs. Let's go like 26 to Jace Richardson. He was good for us this year. Are we going to play Quickly? Quickly was good, but I think I'm going to play De Silva. Do I want to play De Silva? I'll probably play Quickly like 12 minutes a night. We do lack a little bit of forward help here. Franz is going to get 38. Trae Young's going to get 39. And we'll go the rest to Lou Dort. All right, just make it past round 1. Like, we're eventually going to get Miles Turner back, which is nice. I think he's out for 4 to 6 more weeks, but I think he could be day-to-day soon. Obi got hurt, but Obi's fine going forward. 39 from Trey, 32 from Franz. I mean, it's that yellow symbol, so I think he could play, which is kind of crazy. I'm not going to rush him back, especially with us being up 3-1, and we just won by 53 points, 75 between Franz and Trey, and we're going to sweep them. Lou Dort's good to go for round number 2. We're taking on the Charlotte Hornets. Trae Young averaged 34.5 points in round number 1. I mean, Suggs was great. Franz was great as well. It's going to be a little bit of a tougher test here against LaMelo, Miller, Kareem Lopez, Salon, Cameron Boozer, Bennett Sturts, Jaime Jaquez, who's having a good year for the Heat. Okay, that's a very encouraging game 1. Jace has 35 points in 26 minutes. We're going to win game 2 by 11. Not a lot of defense being played in that one. We're going to take a 3-0 lead without our best player. That just shows you how good this team was. And we are going to sweep the first 2 rounds. We're taking on Chicago in the conference finals. I forget if we played them last year. This is maybe the big 3 scoring-wise. When do we get back Miles Turner? He was out 6 to 8 weeks. He's day-to-day. So we are going to get Miles Turner back this series against the Chicago Bulls, who have Tonde Yesufu, Josh Giddey, Kobe White. This team is good in 2K. They're actually like kind of good in real life, and they beat us by 2. Oh my God. Look at that 4th quarter comeback they had. Game number 2. We are going to get Miles Turner back for this one. Now, I don't want to play Miles too much. Jay Will's actually been pretty good. I think I'm going to... Quickly's been good as well. As much as I like Jay Will, I think I'm just going to play Miles Turner those minutes. I don't want to like completely rush him back, just given that Kessler is the guy and was always the guy here at the 5 spot. Game number 2, we win this one. Thank God. We end up beating them by 21. Trey had 38. Game 3, Suggs has a bruised rib. We're going to win this game by 25 points. 38 for Trey. They're going to tie it up, though. 2 games apiece right now. Trey with 26 and 11. I mean, how has Miles Turner been in these games? He's not been good. All right, Miles Turner has a bad game 5. I may have to just bench him. Okay, we win it at least by 15. Turner, better in this one. Who shot 4 of 14? I did not mean to play that game. Let's see. Against the Bulls, it was Jalen Suggs. He did have 8 assists, though. 13 assists for Trae Young. Game 6, bang, we're in the NBA Finals. Devin Booker, Conference Finals MVP in Los Angeles. Trae Young, 33 and 10 against his former team. Yeah, Trae Young played with the LA Clippers. Do they have Gaten Boozer? Do they have Desmond Bane anymore? They do not. They still have... It was Elijah Arenas I sent them, right? And Jed Howard. We are going to be without our best player, Paolo Banchero. But yeah, Trey spent 2 years in Los Angeles. He's been unreal for us in the playoffs. Can we beat his former team? We win game 1 by a lot. 46 points. Hell yeah. Game 2. We're going to lose this one by 2. All right. Game 3. We're going to win this one by 9. 42 points in 25 minutes for Booker. Did he get hurt? Why is he only playing that many minutes? Well, now I'm intrigued to see if he got hurt because I don't think he found out. He did get hurt. Pinched nerve in the back he's playing through. That's brutal. We're going to win game 4. Yeah, so can we win it all without Paolo Banchero? They force a game 5 or 6. They win game 5. Booker and Christie combined for 51. That's Cam Christie, not Max Christie. Okay, wow. Sore right knee Kessler's dealing with. If I blow a 3-1 lead in the NBA Finals in back-to-back seasons, I'm going to cry. Are you kidding me? How are we doing this right now? How are we doing this? Oh my God, they're going to go on a run, aren't they? Oh my God, no freaking way. We're down. What is happening? How are we about to blow back-to-back 3-1 leads? Okay, please go on a little bit of a run. Up by 4. Up by 1 with 95 seconds left. Are you? Oh my God. Like, this is actually so frustrating that we got to deal with this right now. All right, we're going to watch this unfold. We're at the free throw line, which is good. Hopefully Franz is taking 2 free throws. He is. He's going to knock down the first. Let's go. We're up by 2. Up by 2 with 95 seconds left. Let's just go up by 3, Franz. We have Suggs, we have Trey, we have Kessler, and we have, I think that's a Lou Dort out there at the 3. Franz knocks down both. Let's go. We're up by 3, 95 seconds left. Let's play some defense. Trae Young guarding Devin Booker. Probably not the defensive matchup we wanted. That's on me for not changing that. Oh, God. Okay, he kicks it out to Caleb Gaskins for 3, and we have a tie game just like that. Holy... Come on, man. This is crazy. I can't believe we're here right now. I thought when we were up 3-1, it was over. But no, Devin Booker's playing through a back injury right now. Trey, guarded by Booker. Trey's going to get downhill. He pulls up. Not a good shot. What the hell are we doing, Trey? Oh, man. What are we doing? What are we doing? Okay. And get on Booker. Oh, my God. Thank God he missed. Thank God he missed. Why did you sag off Devin Booker? Oh, God. Trey in the corner. Trey, get it to Franz. Don't try to be the hero, Trey. Okay, kicks it out to Suggs. That's not the guy I want with the ball in his hands. Can we get the ball to Franz Wagner? Thank you. Franz, go to work. Franz, bang! The German getting it done. Puts us up by 2. All right, Trey guarding Booker. Franz, I need you to play help D here. Kessler, Zubats cannot shoot. Please play some help defense here. I mean, Trey's locking in. Trey's locking in defensively. Keegan Murray, no. Okay, that would have gave him the lead. Oh, my God. Thank God he missed that. Slow it down. You don't have to shoot it so quickly unless it's a guaranteed bucket, Trey. Please, please. Just go. Let's go, Trey. Let's go. That's going to put us up by 5 with 28 seconds left. I mean, that was a ill-advised. It's not like an ill-advised shot, but there was so much time left on the clock. 2K does not care. The AI sucks with that. But we are up by 5. 28 seconds left. Just no threes, please. No threes. Caleb Gaskins out to Booker. Trey kind of doing an all right job guarding an injured Booker. I mean, he's got a bad back. Gaskins now is guarded by Trey. So we have Franz on Booker. Cam Christie pulls up from like 40 feet, and we don't get the rebound. Okay, they're not going up with it. I mean, they're wasting so much time. Gaskins for 3. That one, of course, goes in. 2-point game. All right, just get the ball to Trey. Suggs is not the guy I love here at the free throw line. I mean, he hits both. We win the finals in 7 games. He misses 1. They have plenty of time to get a shot to send this to OT. He's going to knock down the first. Let's go. I think this is it. Because 8 seconds, they don't have a timeout. This is to win the finals, this free throw. Please, Suggs makes it. Let's go. Let's go. Jalen Suggs makes the free throw. 8 seconds left. Devin Booker is going to take a 3. They don't even have a timeout. Or Gaskins takes a 3. He's going to miss that one, and the Orlando Magic win the 2030 NBA Finals. Now, that got way too close, and I mean way too close. I mean, we're rocking the dope jerseys as well. We did this without Paolo Banchero. Oh, man, I can't believe we almost blew a 3-1 lead. Last year, it made sense, the team we played. This team, we shouldn't have blown a 3-1 lead. At least we won at home. And yeah, Franz Wagner, actually, I don't know. Trae Young might get finals MVP. I don't know if Franz is holding up that finals MVP trophy. So no Paulo, no MVP, no problem. That's how good this team was. And yeah, Franz Wagner averaged 27, 9, and 5 in those finals, in those 7 games, and we won it all without Paulo and a banged up Walker Kessler. So that is gonna be it for me. I hope you guys did enjoy this Orlando Magic rebuild. They lost again. I started recording this before the Pistons game, and now I know they lost to the Pistons, so they are 1-4 to start off the year. Let me know what you guys think about them down below. Are you worried about them? Do you think they're gonna be okay going forward? Let me know, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.